You are with a friend and he says, "Hey, you look tired. Don't you sleep well?" And you say, "No, I need to sleep better." And the other person says, "Hey, why are you talking like that? Are you a robot or what? What's the problem here?" The problem is that you haven't spoken in the same way as native people do, because they match, they connect the words one with each other. And you should have said, "Yes, I need to sleep better." So as you can see, a sentence with 4 or 5 words gets into a couple of sounds, right? So we have to learn to pronounce in the same way they do. All right? But don't worry, because we are going to do it now in our session 13, where we are going to learn how to connect words in sentences, right? In order to speak faster and more similarly as what they do, English-speaking people do, right? You know what comes now, no? Yes. Remind you about your likes, about your suggestions, about your comments. Yes, I am receiving a lot of them, but I need more and more. I am very ambitious. I'm very eager of your comments and likes, because that's a way to participate in the channel, right? To be a part of the channel. And now let's go to our PowerPoint presentation, session 13. Let's go. And here we are at a PowerPoint presentation with the logo of the channel, session 13, connected speech, and the same image as we have been working with in the previous sessions, because all of them deal with the same thing, with pronunciation, right? Consequently, let's now go, but not without checking the beautiful, the unique scenario that is surrounding us. As you can see on my back, you can see the famous and unique Edinburgh Castle, one of the most famous attractions in all Scotland, with people going up and down, people that can talk to you, or you can talk to by means of practicing connected speech with pronunciation. In this case, the pronunciation of matched words. You have to match one word with the next one and pronounced correctly in the same native people do, in order to understand them when they speak, and so that they can understand you when you speak to them in the same way, by matching the words in the way they do, right? Very good. So let's go. And we're going to start by consonant to consonant linking. Yeah, you have guessed. This means that if we have 2 words, one of them finishes in one consonant and the other one starts by another consonant, we match both consonants into one and we only pronounce one sound, right? Let's have a look at the examples, and it will be easy for you to understand, right? Well, instead of saying red dress, we say redress. Only one D, right? Instead of saying need to, we don't pronounce the D and we pronounce only the T, right? Need to. Feel lucky. Instead of saying feel lucky, we say feel lucky. And we pronounce the L once. Nice scarf. This is a mistake here. It's not a nice, it's nice, right? So, nice scarf. Instead of saying nice scarf, we say nice scarf. Only S is pronounced only one, right? Sleep better. We don't pronounce the P and we pronounce V once, right? Sleep better. Now let's continue with consonant to vowel linking. Yeah, you have guessed correctly. Consonant to vowel. The first word ends in a consonant and the second word begins by a vowel, right? So we match them together and we pronounce the vowel together with the ending consonant. Here is the explanation, and we are going to have a look at several examples, right? Instead of saying, well, I told you that we match the consonant to the beginning vowel, right? What I didn't tell you is that the previous consonant, the consonant in the previous word, gets together in the second word, and it becomes the first letter, right? Well, let's say an example. An apple. The N of an is transferred into, as you can see, the second word. And instead of saying an apple, we say an apple. Wake up, the same thing. The K is transferred into the next word, and we say wake up. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that wake ends in E. You say it ends in E, not in K. Yeah, it's true. But this E is a mute E. That means that we don't pronounce it, and for this reason, it's as if it finished in K. When we say wake, the E doesn't sound, right? So wake up. Wake up. Stop eating. Stop beating, right? That's the way we pronounce. Move over, the same thing. In this case, E is mute. It's a mute E. For this reason, we don't pronounce it. So this is as if the word finished in V, right? For this reason, we say move over. And next word stands by a V, right? And finally, vowel to vowel linking. Yes, you have guessed well. One more time. It's linking the vowel of the first, the ending vowel of the first word into the beginning, the starting vowel of the second word, and we match them together into only one vowel, but inserting an imaginary sound in order to make it easier to pronounce, right? We're going to see the examples and you will learn how to do it. In this case, for example, when the previous vowel in the first word is O, we insert a W, right? An imaginary W sound to make it easier to pronounce. And when the previous vowel in the first word is Y, then we introduce the sound J, right? E, to make it easier to pronounce. Let's see some examples. Enjoy it, ending in Y, right? For this reason we say enjoy it. Go in ends in O, the first word. So we introduce an imaginary W sound and we say go in. The boy is. Do it. How odd. As you can see, when you introduce the imaginary sounds, they make it easier to pronounce, right? And one more example that has appeared here in the image. We are. All right. And now we're going to continue with some practice for you in order to grasp, to learn, to assimilate the pronunciation of words connected. For example, imagine I have to say I always sleep better when it's dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words, right? What do? I match them together into 2 or 3, right? So for example, I say I always sleep. These 3 words have become only one, a stroke, right? So I always sleep better when it's dark. How would native people pronounce this? In this way. I'd always sleep better, 1 stroke, when it's 2nd stroke, dark, 3, 3rd stroke, right? So they have reduced 6 words into 3 strokes. I need to see you right away. In this case, the pronunciation would be I need to see you right away. We have reduced 6 into 3 strokes, right? So let's see how would a native person do it. I need to see you right away. 3 strokes. The sky was dark gray all day. The sky was dark gray, we match it into one, all day. And a native person would say, very similarly, the sky was dark gray all day. And these are delicious strawberries. These are, we match two words into one. Delicious strawberries, two words into one, right? So we have reduced 4 words into 2 sound strokes, right? These are delicious strawberries. These are delicious strawberries. And one more example that appears here. A beginner would say this sentence this way: I want to eat an apple, trying to pronounce everything, right? What would a native person do? Here you can see, I wanna eat an apple. Matching 2 words into 1 stroke, right? An apple, as we have seen previously. This seems difficult, but in fact it's not difficult, right? It's very easy when you practice it. You need to do some practice, right? And finally, the online practice in agendaweb.org, you can check exercises under the paragraph or phonetic symbols. And also, I have selected an exercise in a website so that you can have some further practice. So you only need to copy and paste this website, paste on the internet bar, and then there you click on it and you can do the exercise, right? And that's all, folks. Thank you very much for following me, and if you like this channel, if you have enjoyed yourselves, if you have learned, if you think it's useful for you, sign up. Don't forget, right? This way you will become a part of this big family of the channel, and we'll exchange your points of view, your comments. We'll have access to the contents immediately as soon as I upload them, right? Thank you very much for your attention. See you next week. Bye bye. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend.